cats and kitties, I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and today I want to talk about my anime coverage. What I intend to do as far as, from this point on, kind of thinking out loud. I haven't said anything in stone, so I kind of wanted to pass this to you guys who follow my anime reviews and such like that. If you've been paying attention, over the last couple of weeks, I posted a video talking about, once again, the myriad troubles I've been having with my mobile device. It's a last-generation mobile device, and so a lot of the, streaming sites and everything like that I can't access. I've usually had to do one of two things, either convert episodes or wait for Anime Boy, the only mobile site that I can find that my phone can access, to be able to see episodes. And so it's really put a hindrance on my keeping going with episodic reviews of the series I covered. The three current series, Log Horizon, Noragami, and Tuwaru Hikushi no Koyuta, respectively, I basically had said, once those are wrapped, I'm probably going to take a break from anime for a little while. The thing about that is I hate the idea of doing that. I don't want to do that, desperately so. I love anime. I've loved anime for, the last decade and a half. I had a brief window where I stepped away from it for a couple of years, and I was brought back to it by, of course, that remarriage of Shinichiro Watanabe and Yoko Kanno's talents with Kids on the Slope, as I've said previously. And that's really what started my foray into doing episodic anime reviews, talking about it. Why episodic? I know there are channels who cover, first impressions and then final impressions videos. They limit it to two, and they kind of do an overview. Why do I do it episodically? A lot of people say that's kind of a waste of time. You're just kind of reiterating what's happened. Well, the thing of it is, sometimes along the way you get twists and turns in the story and the plot line. Interesting things happen, character things happen, and I liked being there every step of the way. I liked being there and sharing the reactions with you guys, the viewers, who also had the same kind of reaction, or maybe would have some further speculation beyond that of my own, and we would share that back and forth in the comments and as video responses and stuff like that, mostly in the comments. But of course, Google Plus came along and took a big crap all over the comment section. For people with older mobile devices like myself, I can no longer respond to people. I can't make comments at all on any other people's videos or anything. And so the dialogue between us has kind of, been cut off to a degree. But there's still a small handful of you guys who are commenting on every video, and especially with Log Horizon, talking about speculations of what's to come and everything like that. And I really love that. I read them all, and I love that we both share in the excitement and the passion of this anime. That's why I wanted to do it and stick with doing episodic reviews. Now, as I've said, because of the problems I've been having, it's made me kind of reconsider. Now, originally I said I was going to take a break from it wholeheartedly for a little while and see what happens, but I just don't feel like I can do that. I love anime too much. I love some of the upcoming spring anime for 2014. I have a small list here that I'm kind of like amped toward checking out the first episodes of and seeing where they're going to go and everything like that. I still have older series I want to talk about that I have to, as yet watch in full. And so, I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. What do I want to do? And I was thinking of maybe adopting that style that I see those other channels doing, where I would post the first impressions video, and then I'd watch the series just like everyone else would, but I wouldn't cover it necessarily in episodic reviews. If something big happens, then I would talk about it in a video, along the way. But otherwise, I would probably wait until the end of the series and then do a series overview, finale review kind of thing. I don't know, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. If I'm lucky enough to be able to find episodes as they come out, sometimes they're really late on Anime Boy, anywhere from a couple days to a couple solid weeks in one extreme case. And I don't like coming up with, talking about episodes that late, if I can even find the episodes. So I'm thinking about maybe adopting that style, where I'll do a video at the start of a series. If it looks like something interesting to me, I'll tell you why I think it looks interesting and why I may be sticking with it. And then, if I end up watching it, I'll be there at the end saying, this is what I thought of it overall. So I mean, as I say, it all depends on my luck with being able to keep up with episodic reviews. If any of the series I'm considering for the spring wave are covered by Anime Boy and are covered in a timely manner, I may just as well do episodic reviews, because I do like every step of the way being able to have a conversation back and forth with you guys about the twists and turns and things that are going on in each series story. So basically, to give you a rundown on the shows that I'm actually looking at for this particular wave, the one I've been most excited about is the series Blade and Soul. I usually have a little list, and I'll put an exclamation point or 2 exclamation points, which means that I'm excited for it. In this case, I have 2 on my list, meaning that I'm really kind of, it seems like there are similar themes to some of the things I've covered in the past with this series, but it also looks way over the top and way, different than some of the things that I've covered previously. And I like to switch it up a little bit. So, I mean, it looks like it's over the top and just a really raucous series, and that's why I'm really excited about it. There's also, to list off a few more, Akuma no Riddle I have listed with a question mark and an exclamation point. Means I'm kind of iffy on. I'll have to check out the first episode. There's the series Atelier, Esha, and Loji, Tesugare no Sora no Renkin Jutsushi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I have 1 exclamation point in, and that means I'm semi-excited about it. I'll be checking out the first episode. Black Bullet I have on my little list here with a question mark only, which means I'm kind of really iffy on it. It'll really have to win me over in the first episode if I want to take a look at it beyond that. After that, I have on my list Goku Koku and Brynhilder with 1 exclamation point, meaning that I'm semi-excited about this one. I like the look of the anime, what I remember of it from the PV and everything, and the synopsis. Sounds intriguing to me, so that'll be one I'll be checking out. After that on my list, I have Hitsugi no Chaiha, I believe is how it's pronounced, question mark and exclamation point, which means I'm semi-curious. It'll have to win me over in the first episode if I want to end up sticking with it, that kind of thing. And finally on my list is Ishukan Friends, another question mark, exclamation point. I'm semi-excited by what I've seen of it and the synopsis and everything like that, but all of these will really depend on their first episodes, if they win me over by the end, if they keep me intrigued. And as far as whether it'll be episodic, as I say, it all depends on whether Anime Boy will keep up the episodes as currently as possible, same day or at least the day after the episodes have aired. They'll have them readily available for mobile viewing, and or I can somehow find a way to get that old school conversion site that I used to use, which has been problematic and locked me out from their services, to actually let me in and work again. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below, as usual, what you think of all of this, whether you'd be readily watching if I do first and final impressions videos only, or if you're more excited about the episodic reviews. Basically, that's my curiosity, which you prefer, because I know that people who do videos are usually downtrodden on the people who do episodic reviews, but I seem to find that people who are actually watching the anime, they like being able to talk about it step by step. So we'll all have to see how this is all going to play out. And yeah, otherwise I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.